The cost line on your P&L is moving in ways the headlines are not naming. Your hiring window just opened up for the first time in 2 years, and the gap between operators using AI tools and operators not using them is now measurable in hours per week and dollars per month. I'm Drew, this is Main Street Operator. Today, 3 numbers from the world outside your business that change how you run the one inside it this week. Let's start with the cost squeeze. If you import any portion of your inventory or materials, 2 new data points this week change the conversation. First, the federal tariff refund portal went live, and roughly $166 billion in refunds is now claimable, according to Fortune. Second, NFIB publicly urged the administration and large companies to make that process fair and efficient, because most of the operators standing in line are small. 97% of U.S. importers are small businesses. The annual tariff cost lands somewhere between $85 and $100 billion. 56% of small business respondents say tariffs negatively impact operations. Of those, 78% report higher prices on supplies and inventory. 58% report lower profits, and 43% report supply chain disruption. Here is what this means for your week. 3 things go on your calendar before Friday. Pull 12 months of customs entry summaries. Identify the entries with refundable duties. Decide whether you file the refund claim yourself or hire a licensed customs broker, knowing brokerage fees have climbed by $1 to $5 per harmonized tariff schedule code. The operators who recover meaningful refund dollars are the ones who file in the first 60 days. Do not be the one pulling paperwork in month 4 when the queue has tripled. Story 2. AI adoption inside small business just crossed a line. The SBE Council's 2026 Tech Use Survey says 82% of small business employers have now invested in AI tools. 68% use them regularly. The sector breakdown is the part the headlines miss. Construction is at 65% adoption. Transportation and warehousing tops out at 66%. Retail trade sits at 59%. The trades and the storefronts adopted faster than the national headline numbers suggest. Operators running these tools report saving $500 to $2,000 a month and reclaiming 20+ hours of weekly admin time. The operator first read is this: if you are not running at least one named AI tool, the gap between you and your competitor down the street is now measurable. The trap is doing everything. Operators who roll out 3 or 4 AI tools at once usually abandon all of them by month 2. The operators who pick one specific workflow, customer follow-up emails, social scheduling, quote generation, intake forms, and run that single workflow for 90 days are the ones who report the savings. Concrete action this week. Pick one repetitive task that eats your time. Write down the steps. Identify the named tool that automates it. If you have a tech-curious employee on admin, give them 4 paid hours on a Friday to set it up. The cost is small, the compounding is not. Story 3. NFIB's Small Business Optimism Index dropped 3 points to 95.8 in the March release, slipping below its 52-year average of 98 for the first time since April of last year. The hiring number underneath is what matters for your week. The Small Business Employment Index fell 1.9 points to 101.6. A net 12% of owners plan to create new jobs in the next 3 months. 32% still have job openings they cannot fill. 27% have openings for skilled workers. That divergence is your opportunity. Competition for skilled hires has cooled at the margin, while the structural shortage in trades and skilled retail has not. Translation. If you have an open requisition for a senior tech, an experienced foreman, an assistant manager, or any role that requires a specific skill, your hiring competition is taking a breath right now. The candidate who would have had 4 offers 6 months ago may have 2 this month. Move on the hire. Be the operator who makes a concrete offer this week instead of stretching a process across April and May. The tighter labor market will come back. It always does. You want your skilled hires already integrated when it does. That is the week. 3 numbers, 1 through line. The market is rewarding operators who act this month, not next quarter. The refund portal opened and the operators who file early collect. AI adoption in the trades and retail crossed 60%, which means choosing not to adopt is now an active competitive choice with a real cost. And the labor market gave you a small but real opening on skilled hires, which closes the day the next jobs report ticks up. If you do one thing Monday morning, do this. Open your customs entries, your social calendar, and your hiring tracker. Write one decision you will make this week against each. Do not wait for the next data print. I'm Drew. Friday, I will bring you the story of one New Hampshire skate shop owner who has been navigating the tariff math for 18 months and what she has done to keep the doors open, plus the tool of the week. Until then, take care of your people and watch the road.